And I kid you not, there are 4 or 5 residents sitting in that entryway. And when Jayla walked through, you would have thought she was the queen of a country. They were oohing and awing, and, they wanted their picture taken with her. And she had to tell one of the gentlemen not to get so handsy. She really did. She's like, she did. I would have been the second one to tell him if it would have continued. You know what? I think you're going to agree with me. My daughter is greatly blessed. She's got a 4.8 grade point average. She could go to most schools. She's going to make some decisions. She's graduating early in December with a full associate's degree in college. She's been blessed. She's beautiful. And I hope that's a blessing. Some guys better watch out. She's been blessed. But I'll tell you what, I think what her and George and even Jason have tapped into is they really do love what they do in life. And to see her want to carve out an hour of time, she wasn't rushed. She went to Autumn Trace for an hour to engage with those residents. I'm sorry, and you may say, well, you're always bragging on your kids because God's always blessing them. Amen? You brag on your kids when God blesses your kids. I am so thankful that she's learning the value of blessing others even when she wouldn't have to. She was leaving yesterday, and our dear, dear friend Judy Waldo is supposed to be using her wheelchair. She told us yesterday she hates that. She used the word hate. And so she got up and she said, I know I'm not supposed to be walking without that wheelchair, but she said, I just want to give you one more hug. She said, I love you so much. Blessed to be a blessing. You know, people in this room are blessed to be a blessing. I see some of you, and I know many of you have had successful careers. Blessed to be a blessing. I know some of you continue to work in sometimes challenging areas. Blessed to be a blessing. I hope today, on the front end of this message, you will see the importance of how God has blessed you, and therefore you will bless others. Adrian Rogers, the late pastor, said this: you cannot obey God without your obedience spilling out in a blessing to all those around you. Number two, a hope that helps. But not only a hope that helps, a help that heals. Look at Psalm 147, verse 3. Psalm 147, verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Sometimes the healing that God brings into our lives is not just physical. Sometimes we have a broken heart. Yeah, Janet, I saw that with your husband. Man, he was a good man. The last few months I visited your husband, one of the things I appreciate about him is he didn't really have a filter. He just said it like it was. You never had to wonder what he was thinking. But I did know this: he loved you and your family dearly, dearly. And I know in the wake of his passing, your heart was broken. I saw that with Margot. Oh, I miss Margot. When we go to Autumn Trace, I used to love, it didn't matter, and I say this respectfully, if she told me a story for the third time, I loved Margot Reuter. I really did. She was so fun to be around. And I say sometimes in our life, things don't go as we planned, and our heart becomes broken. Aren't you thankful for these verses? He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. I'm going to share a clip.